You know, when you're in a job for 10 years, whether you're captain of a country, sports team, or you're a CEO, you know, there's going to be challenges along the way. And, you know, I think it was important for South African cricket and myself to put those building blocks in place to get to where we are today. But yeah, you know, myself on an individual basis, there was always going to be important growth periods. You know, when you take over 22, you've got a lot to learn and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. But it's just rewarding to have come through those times, to be able to have handled the pressure, the expectation, you know, the tough times, and coupled with some good times. It's nice to get to this point where you are now, where you feel in control.
When I spoke to you in August last year, you had just won the #1 position in the world. I mean, how have things changed or developed in the last few months?
Every time you do well, expectation grows, people's opinions grow, you know, especially with some of the incredible performances that the players have put in, the team has been put in, you know, people start demanding those, you know, and I think as a team it's just about meeting those things in a good way and maintaining our standards and performances.
Just the decision to step down as a one-day captain, T20 captain?
Once I've sort of found my place again, I thoroughly enjoyed being with the young guys and just being an experienced player that they can use to bounce off ideas and enjoy the time with, you know. So,
how do you feel about the future?
I think, you know, I certainly haven't put too much expectation on myself about the future. You know, I think I haven't sat here and said I want to play for another 5 years or I want to captain for another 4 years. You know, I think I've got enough experience now to assess those situations, to know that my body feels good. Obviously, important to give enough time to my family with the pressures of the job and the amount of time we travel these days and the amount of cricket that's being played. That's a big factor in my life. But I guess it always boils down to performance and whether you can still perform at a level, whether you feel as a leader you can still add value to the squad and take the squad forward. And you know, I think that experience that I've gained, I certainly have a good feeling of those things.
Obviously, people are going to ask the danger is complacency. I mean, how do you guys avoid that going forward? And also, especially for yourself and other players who've achieved so much.
Every time you lose, people are going to say you're complacent, but you know, there's going to be different challenges that we need to meet along the way. The challenge is not going to be complacency, and make sure we're prepared well enough. We can adapt to conditions that are going to come our way. You know, and we understand what it's going to take to be successful wherever we are. You know, hopefully we can maintain these standards for a long time.